Okay, so this is my theory. This is not my fact, but this is what I think Dan Wootton has on Prince William, because we need to connect the dots with what's going on with Dan. Hey guys, it's Murad Morali. Hope you guys are all doing well today. Back again with another video. If you have not subscribed, click that button. It is daily and consistent content. Inject it, baby, into my veins. And let's get straight into this video. Send a super thanks, thumbs up, let's go. So, over the past couple of months, Dan Wootton has been in numerous scandals and significant amount of important allegations, as we all know of. But one of those allegations and one of those scandals which erupted everything, and even his ex was speaking out as well, not just Byline Times, was that he was secretly filming people. And there were also then influencers, celebrities, whatever they want to call them, and reality TV people who also came out to say that they were, being misled by Dan Wootton. They were being bribed by Dan Wootton. They were asked to do things for Dan Wootton in those kind of ways. Why would Dan, who wants to be a journalist, news reporter, want to then end up trying to film people secretly or get sex workers and ask them to go meet this celebrity, I'm going to give you XYZ money, obviously preying on them because the sex workers that came out and were speaking were very poor and broke and were being exploited very much by much older men, which is exactly what I've been through. I've been speaking about it on the channel, how a lot of these homeless or sex worker boys who are very poor will get exploited by these much older men for their weird desires and kinks and agendas. And I think in this case, it was an agenda. And I think that he would get these sex workers, is exactly what he did, and he would ask them to film these other people. That's basically what one of the initial scandals was, and that he would have videos. And the ex found it behind the washing machine, clips of stuff XYZ. So if we patch that to what is going on with the relationship between Dan Wootton and William, Dan Wootton and William's aides, and him being in the hotels with them, and then Dan doing these escapades of bribing and forcing people to film others without the consent and holding those videos, I think there is a link here. I don't know if you guys are following what I'm saying, but I think there is some kind of link between these two situations here, where I feel like Dan Wootton has something on Prince William. I feel like Dan Wootton has something on Prince William where, the alleged story is that Prince William loves to be pegged, whether it be by Kate or by Rose Hanbury or by a man, we don't know. It could be anybody at this point, but apparently he just loves to be pegged. Pegged means, basically having your anus in and out, is basically what pegging is, effing. And I feel like, since Dan was the one to initially open the story of the affair of what is going on, I feel like Dan has something serious on Prince William or the royals, or perhaps not, doesn't have something on them but knows something about them. It could be either or for the fact that I wouldn't be surprised if Dan told one of these people to meet one of the royals and film it, and therefore there is some kind of audio, there is some kind of video footage of something of Prince William with a man or with somebody else, and that could directly affect his ascension to the throne. So I think there must be, I feel like there's a link here, and I was just thinking about it today because I have reported on these other numerous Dan Wootton scandals, and yet again he's in another one with the royal family. Then I feel like when the tables turned and William told him, William was so desperate to get that shit off his back, I'm going to sell my own family, my brother, my Meghan, here are my aides, let them get stories, pay money, you get all the stories and you can run your mouth. And that's why he turned. That affair story of William was deleted from The Sun, and then he began to continuously run rampant till this day on Harry and Meghan. So I feel like he has something on the royals and etc. And the reason why I also think that is because when he had these allegations come against him initially, XYZ, nobody was touching him, and I feel like the Kensington Palace, the establishment, also kind of protect him to an extent as well. So I think the fact that nobody was touching him also rings alarm bells that he has something on these royals that could directly affect them in that kind of way. And we know Charles, especially William as well, don't want their shit out there in the public, but want everybody else's shit out there in the public. So they needed a scapegoat, which was Harry. This is my theory. This is what I was thinking about. I feel like it all connects in some kind of way. I feel like, this affair story really and truly touches the surface, if at best. And there's far worse things actually behind the damn scenes. And if he was getting these sex workers to film with people so that he can film them and then get the content and use it against them, does he have that on William? Does he have that on one of the royals? Does he have anything like that in some kind of way where William was like, this is what I'm doing, here are my aides, let's make a deal? It's just my theory. I don't know if this is true. Perhaps there is credence to this, perhaps there isn't credence to this, I don't know. Maybe you guys agree, maybe you guys disagree, maybe you guys have your own theories that you want to comment down below as well. But I think there is some kind of dark connection between William and Dan Wootton that William does not want out. And right now Dan has nothing to lose, but I don't think he also gains anything by revealing anything about William, because William's done nothing to him as of right now. They have a good relationship at best through their aides. So I don't think he needs to really say anything. It's more just focus on Harry and Meghan, Harry, Meghan, Harry, Meghan, Harry, Meghan. And even when Dan speaks on Harry and Meghan, he does it in a very theatrical way. He does it in a way where he enunciates every single word and, well, you know, they do this and it's like a performance. And
obviously it's so much easier for them to blame anything uncomfortable on racism, rather than actually address the fact that much of the negativity towards the couple is coming from within the royal family. The royal family and staff of the royal family are the ones that are very often leaking these stories to the press.
Like, you know, I have to read a script to go on. It's just very interesting. Very, very interesting, guys. And hopefully you guys know where I'm going with this. Maybe you guys don't. Maybe you guys disagree. But I just feel like there's something dark there, and he has something on William that is far worse than what we can imagine that William cannot have come out. Because it will affect his ascension to the throne. Yeah. Anyways, let me know what your thoughts are when it comes to this video. Subscribe to the channel, guys. Click that button for daily and consistent content. I would appreciate it. Subscribe. Click that button, and I will catch you guys soon for another video.